Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon. Anytime where you are in the different parts of the planet. Thank you for joining us for the second conference of the School of Neurographica of Americas. My name is Olga Om, and I am happy to welcome you to um, to our conference, and I am grateful to have the opportunity to continue and be the part of our conference. And before I will start my topic, let me introduce myself, and I will speak a few minutes about Neurographica and how I came to Neurographica method. But before, I would like to talk about astrology. I am astrologer and instructor of Neurographica, and I do lots of different stuff. I like to draw. I like to do different interesting activities and explore life. And before I met the Neurographica method, I was trying to paint, to to make sketches, to draw in my childhood, and I was dreaming to be a painter or the artist all my life. But my mom is a artist, and I was hoping to and dreaming to do the same, to be the artist as well, to do painting as she did, and because she has great work. But when I started in my childhood, someone said that I have no talent, and it cut me off from that. And for many years, I did not draw, but I always wanted to. And few years ago, I've met the uh, now she's a friend of mine, the person who is a professional artist um, in the mixed media art style of the art. And after I took few classes with her, I find out that the abstract painting is my passion, and I start painting. And when I saw the Neurographica, that was kind of for me the different way of painting at first. And then I discovered that this is a great method not only to draw, right? This is not a strict art, but more than that, this is the way how to change our life, because we know um, if we put the topic of the um, work that we'd like to draw in using only lines, and then colors and different markers and all our techniques which the Neurographica gave us, we can achieve great success in many things, and we can change our life to the better. But now I would like to come back a little bit to my older time, when I did not met the Neurographica before, but I've met the astrologer. I've met my teacher of astrology, and I joined the astrology school, and that was the first um, big, huge system of knowledge which changed my life, and it made my life more better, clear, and it brought to the different and better level of confidence, of comfort, and of the quality. And um, thanks to the planets and all this knowledge of what the astrology give us, I learned that not only the sign of the zodiac, right? We know the if I am, for example, I am Taurus or you are Pisces. This is the only place where the sun is sitting at the time you were born in your natal chart. And the other planets, which we have no idea normally unless we start studying the astrology. We have no idea where the moon, for example, sits, where the Venus or Mars or Jupiter or Mercury, what are all those locations of those planets. But it's very important because they give us different values and different qualities and purpose of our life. And this is very interesting, and I never knew that. So I started to learn astrology just for myself, to know better myself and my loved ones, but it helped me to solve many issues in the relationship and in the communication. And I started to help the other people to do better as well in relationship communications and in achieving the goals, and to see why you cannot achieve the goals, or why you choose that career but this is not for you, because the planet tells me or you that you have different goals, different opportunity. You might have the opportunities because the astrology doesn't give us any. It's only the way, the possibility that we can use or choose, but it's not guaranteed that we will achieve that. So the work from us is required as well. And coming back to the Neurographica, when I so the astrology is a huge part of my life. It's my passion and it's my way of living, and I do not think and see myself without those knowledge. And this is same happened with Neurographica when 3 years ago, Margarita Amrita, the best friend of mine, she found Pavel Piskarov, the author of the method, who invented that method and who introduced that method to the world. And Margarita Amrita founded Pavel, and she first met that method, and she introduced Neurographica to us. I was in the first group of Margarita, and I was her first student. And in the beginning, I just started to draw, not understanding much of how it works and what it is, just lines. There was frustration sometimes. Sometimes there was a pleasure just to play with colors, with lines, with round and everything. And then Margarita said, "You guys need to take the course of introduction to Neurographic, and it will uh, open up your mind, your level of understanding." And it's really brought me to this Neurographic world, which I'm happy to be part of it. And after I start uh, deeper learn this method, I decided to go to take the instructor course, which I graduated in 2018, and now I am instructor on Neurographica and aesthetic coach. And this is also the second, but not the last, um, way of what I am using in my life um, to work with myself, with the other people, with my clients, with my students, to create the opportunities to achieve the goals which we'd like to meet, to put the intention and to become successful, and to have what we'd like and what we really want. And that's why I think the Neurographica is a very unique and essential tool which we have now, and we can use it. So now I am changing the camera, and we will start to draw. So my topic today is, since I am combining astrology and Neurographica, two in one, as I said, and not only that this is a great timing, which is yesterday was 22 02, I mean 02 22 to 2020. Today is December 23rd, which is 02 23. But it's still the finishing, the ending of that portal, which we know started in February 2nd and finishing in, someone said, in February 20, but the other people, and I think that's 2022. I mean, the 02 22. And we are facing today the new moon in Pisces, and all those great timing and opportunity for us, which our conference is happening at this moment, is very unique time where we can place the goals to achieve something very important for us, which we would like to have in our life. So we will start from us, myself, and I draw the first circle, which will represent the I. And I need to control myself not to write in Russian, but I will try to remember. So this is I, and now I would like to set the topic, the goal of our period of life at this moment, and for this work, a specific drawing that we're gonna create right now with me. And I would like to dedicate this work to the new moon in Pisces and what it means for us, what the new moon means. This is the lunar cycle, which continues for about 29.5 or 30 days, a little less than 30 days. And it's always an opportunity to start something new. The new moon in every next zodiac sign brings us different topics, which every sign is corresponding and dedicated for. But we also facing, so we're gonna set the goal for some new period of life, a new something that we'd like to achieve, the process, the project, the relationship, or something else. But we have also the circumstances when we have the Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde started his retrograde movement on February 17. And what does it mean for us? The Mercury retrograde means that the planet goes backward. In the reality, every planet moving forward, but this period, which we call retrograde, it's when we translate the movement into the from the 3D, right, from the universe movement, we introduce it to the flat surface, so it goes like backward, and it means that on the retrograde movement of the planet, whatever the planet means for us, what it represents, um, it brings us to the past. It doesn't let us to go forward to start something new. But at the same time, this is a new moon. So what we gonna do? We gonna create something, start for something which really important for us, but for some topics or for some projects or for something that we already started to work on. So this is like a continuation. It's not a fresh start. It's a start, but the preparation was done before the Mercury went to the retrograde. And this is, I will draw the second circle. So this will represent our goal, which we'd like to achieve. And what the really, what the Pisces means for us. The Pisces, the sign Pisces represent, it's a water sign, and everything what is related to the water, the intuition, the some intuitive process associated with the spirit, with opening the better understanding, the clear vision. This is all about Pisces, what it represents. And also in every sign we have something positive and something negative. So the negative part of the Pisces is something unknown, something hidden, and something when the intuition like goes backward and plays a bad joke with us. So it shows something which really doesn't mean what we see, but we will focus on the positive energy, and we will put the new seeds for something that we would like to start or to bring in and happen in our life. So this is our new project. And next, I will put here the circle, which will represent the sign of Pisces. This is the how it looks. And in the at the moment of the new moon, the sun and the moon is always stays together in junction. So sun and the moon are located in the sign of Pisces. And I will draw the line, and I will start to connect all those three circles, and we will start accumulate lines, neurographic lines, which we remember that it has to be something unique, doesn't look like anything we know, right? Because the method of Neurographica is about to create new neurological connections, which will, in reality, give us something what we don't have, but what we work on and what we'd like to happen in our life. And I start at the same time, I start rounding our crosses between lines. So we keep working on lines, and at the same time, I would like you to think, what are you really work on right now? What is that you put in this work? What is the new um, subject or the project that you would like to start and would like to happen in your life? Having in mind, right, that this is not something totally fresh, brand new, but something which we already thought about or start working on it. And this is something like a continuation of the previous process. What else gives us the knowledge that Mercury is on the retrograde movement? It means that it brings us to the past. The situation from the past could uh, could be brought to life again. Something might be happening or reminding of the past. It's a good timing to decluttering whatever is not working for you anymore, and we need to get rid of something. That's a good time, and not to start totally new, fresh projects or relationship. Not a good timing to buy something really important, something big. Not a good time to do some big movements of life, like change the work or move to a different location, unless you're moving somewhere back where you already been. And I would like to add another circle. I will leave it like this. I will name it later. At the same time, I would like to put another circle as a help of the guide or the teachers or um, knowledge and system of knowledge. Everything what helps you to achieve anything that you work on right now at this moment. So this is the you can name it as a universe help. You can name it as a your personal guides or God or anything what speaks to you. And I will put help here. And I round everything which cross together. So to continue speaking about the Mercury retrograde, I also would like to mention and say that this is a very great time to come back to whatever started before any process of learning, any communications, any relationship, anything at work, at home, which you have started, but it's not finished, and it needs your attention, needs your timing, your efforts that you can put and you need to put. So this is a great opportunity to use this timing while the Mercury is retrograde to finish all of your projects and whatever is not finished. Who, if you're a student who's studying, this is a great time to come back and to repeat and learn again and go through again everything what needs to be repeated to be clear, to be to to digest and to understand better and fully whatever needs time to come back and learn or repeat. So this is the more of the repeating time. A lot of people doesn't like this period of Mercury retrograde, and they complain that we cannot uh, go forward, we cannot to start something new that really is waiting for to be started. And this is also the Mercury is representing the information, the communication, the knowledge, and opportunity to learn and to take and to pass through. And it's also a very associated with the all media sources, the IT, computers, cell phones. That's why in this time and while this happening, the Mercury retrograde, in a lot of situations like the phone broke or something um, stolen or lost or miscommunications, something could be lost in the mail. It's a good opportunity, and it's a good practice to repeat whatever you say or whatever you'd like to send by text, by mail. It's better um, to confirm if the person got your message or your email or your package or anything that you sent. You want to make sure that all the processes are finished, done in a good way and with the good result, because it's a lot of miscommunication at this time. And it's a good time and at the same time to come back and to finish and to repeat whatever needs to be finished, as I said, and decluttered. And it's a lot of, it's process of a lot of cleaning in different ways, again, in your papers, in your mails, emails, and your house, to get rid of anything that you don't need to just stored, but you want to clean up and give it away, to donation, to the garbage, just to clean your space. And same with the body, same with your mind, same with your thoughts. So it's a lot of cleaning process and decluttering could happen, and it's a good time to use the opportunity until the March 10th. So we have 2 weeks to clean everything up and continue to our picture here. So this circle represent sign of the Capricorn, where we have Jupiter, and the Jupiter is known as a social planet. First of all, it have a tendency to increase everything and to broad up everything. And since it stays for this year, for the entire year, since Jupiter has the full cycle of 12 years, it stays 1 year in each zodiac sign. So this year, Jupiter stays in Capricorn, in the sign of the Capricorn for the entire year. And the Capricorn is the sign of the career and opportunity to increase your professional knowledge and professional skills. And Jupiter is helping this year to bring the career for many people, not for all, of course, because it's also depend where is your Jupiter sits in your native chart, but the general influence of the Jupiter is to help to grow the career, to have the opportunity to move farther, unless you doesn't want to, then it could happen to change in work or business, or your opportunity could be changes which you like and you work on. It could be forced to have some changes, but it's a lot of possibility in this year, then the changes will happen. So we would like to invite Jupiter to work good for us, to expand whatever we'd like to be better and positive, and to expand working and speaking about the career and the professional knowledge and professional skills, right? So we would like to invite Jupiter in the sign of the Capricorn to our picture, also because that it's a positive connection which gives us the good result and the good opportunity to uh, connect the sign Pisces and the Capricorn. And what it means, since the Neptune, the planet of intuition, which rules the sign Pisces, the good connection between Jupiter and Neptune brings us the opportunity to see more clearly, and to see the opportunity which could be available for us in the career growth or professional growth. And this is a good time in now that we can use this opportunity to see what could be done better in the career, in our workplace, maybe to increase the relationship with your boss or with your supervisor or coworkers, to see what they really want and what they really need, and sometimes help them. It could help you as well in your personal growth and in your personal passes at the moment. And another sign, which is work and have also an influence for us, is a Taurus and Uranus, which stays in Taurus. And Uranus is a far a planet which has the 84 years of the full full cycle. So the Uranus stays in every sign for approximately 7.5 years, between 7 and 8 years. So Uranus stays in Taurus for about 2 years, and it's slightly moving forward. And what it gives us at the moment, so Uranus creates the, again, positive connection between those two signs, between Taurus and Capricorn. and it's in good connection with Jupiter. But Uranus itself is the planet very unpredictable and with fast and rapid um, uh, influence, and it works very sometimes unpredictable, but at the same time Uranus is energy which likes, it doesn't like something classical and something known, but at the same time it likes to bring something totally new, something relatively um, contradicting or very provocative, but at the same time in innovations for some process. So Uranus is a planet which helps to have some changes in unpredictable and sometimes very fast or totally moments which we cannot expect. So it's very unexpected, but at the same time, it's not easy energy. But when we digest it, it brings the opportunity to create something totally new, innovative, very interesting idea, something totally not doesn't look not looking as anything what known before. So it's very relative to the Neurographica, which we in this method we create also something unknown and doesn't look like anything what we already met or had the experience. So all together, we have very interesting um, situation where we can bring in a lot of positive energy in spite of the Mercury retrograde and some other processes, but at the same time, the new moon is very helpful to start something new or to put seeds for something different, something new, which will change our future in the very hopefully short period of time. And so I did rounded everything, and now I would like to bring um, some coloring. So what time do we have? We have some more time. So I would like to start the color integration of my work. And you can do the same. Since I'm doing this video because I cannot present myself live, so I cannot answer your questions in the way like we would do if I would be live, but I hope that everything is good with your processes and your work is in a good shape. And any questions that you have and you might have, you can ask me, and you can put your comments, and I will return all of your questions back. And I'm really encouraging you, when you finish your work, it's very important to finish our work, right? Because in Neurographica, if we don't finish our work and we do it few times, it works with any processes in your life. If you start something and you don't finish, and you do it for the few times, so your subconscious mind, it got used to it that you start and you don't finish. That's why it's very important to finish everything what we do, right? But especially in Neurographica, since we working on produce new neurological connections, we need to make sure that whatever we work on works positive for us and change our life to the better, not opposite, of course, because we work for ourselves, right? And we work for the result of whatever is going on. We would like to improve our processes, our relationship, our life, quality of life to the better. And remember that Pisces is also about spiritual growth. So it's a good time now for this month, since we said that when we are following the topics and um, whatever is universe brings us, whatever works at the moment, when we are integrating all those topics and subjects or objects, that it works, it start working in our life. So we integrating the native processes, integrating the universe flow into our life. And this is what also the Neurographica is about. So it's a flow. The very important goal, and the connecting, the finish what we are doing, what we'd like to have, to become. It is to go with the flow, go to the with the flow of the universe, and to bring the harmony in our life, to bring the flow. And this is what we do in Neurographica. So when we starting to integrate with coloring, we also can add more lines, because one of the principles in Neurographica, the more lines, the better quality of the work. So in any moment, on any stages of our work, we can add more lines, especially when we start to integrate with colors. It's better, it's starting to better seen where we maybe not rounded our connections, so the cross between lines, so we can do that at any time. And continue to add the coloring. So far I have two colors. I have pink and I have light violet. I like those two colors. I like to use not bright colors, but some pale, which makes my work more natural and more soft. And this is what I like to see, what I like to have. And I also like to add more neurographic lines on top of all the lines that I did by marker. I also like to add more neurographic lines while I'm doing coloring. I'm bringing heavier lines by the color pencils, right? When we do the coloring by pencils, so we draw neurographic lines by the markers, and then we start coloring with color pencils. So to add sometimes more lines, more neurographic lines by color pencils, it gives more interesting look to the work. So this is what we do. We keep coloring, we integrate this, and we keep working on our drawing, on our work, until we like it, right? So it cannot be wrong or it cannot be bad in Neurographica. Whatever we do, it works for us, and if it looks good and it gives you a good feeling about your work, and at the same time we think of what is the topic, what is the theme of your work, what did you put as intention, what do you start, right? Because our work is about to start something new. I hope maybe you draw something different, but I think most of us will work on something that we'd like to start. This is a new start for something. So it is very important that this new start you like. So we work until we totally satisfied with whatever we have on the paper, and in mind, in the heart, in our soul. Of course, we don't have enough time for 50 minutes. We have 1 hour for every speaker, and we need to have at least 5 minutes between us, between the speakers, to give the opportunity for the next speaker to prepare and to start. So I will finish my work, and I will put it in our group underneath or on my video. And now I would like to switch the camera and bring my face again. So I hope that you almost done. You keep working on your work and you're almost done. And I will have to finish my work as well. And I really encourage you to post all of your work in our group so everyone can see, um, we can together we can look at each other's work, and we can be happy for each other that we together for this great opportunity to draw together, to have each other. And we have wonderful speakers, and we have wonderful audience and students. And I would like to thank everyone who was with me today, and who was not only with me but with us, with our School of Neurographica. And it's a big day, and it's a huge deal. It's a huge holiday for us. So I'm really happy that it happened. And I wish you to have a wonderful end of the day with all other speakers who will be presenting their work after me. And have a wonderful work, have wonderful results in your life, since thanks to Neurographica. And I hope that everything will be very pleasant and happy, bring happiness into your life. So I have to say goodbye, and hopefully we'll see each other again. And for now, have a happy day, finish your work, and as I said, please share with us. And if you have any questions, you can write your comments. You can write me directly, personal, and I will be happy to answer your questions and to work with you next time, with group or individually. So have a continuing of the of our day, and a happy life and everything and everyone. Let's be healthy and happy. And that was Olga Om with you, and see you next time.